All right, the next one is David Langfelder. We already had, some recording done in the last 2 days. But anyway, so David is a not just an acupuncturist, he's also a medical exercise specialist. A lot of people don't know what you do. Can you introduce yourself and tell us what you do?
Mhm. Yeah, my name's David, and I'm an acupuncture physician based in Sarasota County, Florida. And I have been doing a lot of treatments that combine not only TCM, but also, different types of therapeutic exercise and stretching um, together with the TCM principles. So, like, while I was in school, I had a business doing medical exercise and different types of programs managing chronic conditions. And then when I finished and got my license, I kind of tried to combine those. And what I found is like that the TCM theory fills in a lot of holes that was in a lot of principles of allopathic exercise medical interventions. So, for example, say a group of 20 tennis players, right? They're all doing the same movements. Maybe they all have identical form, but some of them get tennis elbow and some of them don't, you know. So allopathic medicine doesn't explain that, but a lot, in TCM we might identify that there's a blockage in the channel that runs along that area or that's related to that channel or internal imbalance that is manifesting as a weakness, in the musculoskeletal system. So I like to use a lot of, I'm also a massage therapist. I like to use a lot of manual techniques with patients. Um, Tuna and different types of massage therapy, cupping, gua sha, which is like the Graston technique, kind of, um, and with acupuncture. Um, I find that each has its own, strengths, and I like to combine them. So I have longer sessions, with patients. I do multiple things with them. We do exercises, different things, and it's based on, an orthopedic and a TCM assessment that I combine those, to create a plan for the patient. Um, and now that I'm in Florida, I do a lot of acupuncture injection therapies. So I like to use that now. I find that the needles are actually super comfortable. They're really really sharp. They're sharper even than acupuncture needles. And you inject the point with a different, it could be saline, it could be, you know, a whole bunch of different things or a mix of, herbs and different, vitamins or all kinds of cool stuff. And it's like you're stimulating the point. You take the needle out, but the fluid is still in the point, stimulating the point. So you don't have to retain the needles as long. So you can, you know, condense a treatment down to, a really short time. And the patient walks out, their points are still being stimulated, sometimes for an hour or two after. So it's like a really, long treatment, which can be good. Like we were talking about with the Bell's palsy, retaining the needles for a longer time. I think, you know, that can be one, strategy too, where, you're using the injection therapy alongside different needling techniques. So I'm super into that now, do it a lot. I've had really good results. So that's what I've been doing for, since I've been here in Florida.
Oh, that's wonderful. I have a question. So, do you have a measurement, sort of some statistics about, combining TCM, whether it's acupuncture or injection therapy, versus using the medical exercise only? So the combination or integration of them versus using the medical exercise only, what kind of improvement do you see? Do you like 20%, 50%?
Well, I would say, well, there's not a lot of like real, hard research on it, which is
Or your
something that
experience,
needs to be
yeah.
done. Um,
Yeah.
and the the acupuncture injection therapy, especially in the US, is pretty new, and not all the states allow it yet. But I think
Right.
it's going to be growing in popularity a lot. I think NCC AOM is going to actually, they're going to add a fifth exam for acupuncture injection therapies. And once they do that, I think a lot of the states are going to start to allow it, because they have that national licensing body,
Okay.
proving that people are competent in it.
Right.
So once that happens, then I think there'll be more and more interest towards research, in that.
Okay.
Combining exercise and TCM, again, not a lot of research. That's something that needs to be done. Personally, in my practice, I see, much better results, with combining them. I mean, it's like night and day. I think also when I do exercise selection, I use the TCM meridian or the muscle meridian theories to, combine with their TCM diagnosis to create the exercise plan. And I find that that's more effective than just, doing a reductionalist, looking at like a certain joint, I think, or, that would be a traditional like physical therapy approach,
All
where
right.
TCM is more, I would say, the word is holistic
Okay.
approach, whole body approach.
Sure. Okay. Well, very good to hear that. Actually, these are all very encouraging stories, and I think that broadens people's mind what we do. We don't just do needling. We also do herbs. We also do exercise. We combine that with, other areas of medical science, psychology, etc., and that to improve, people's health. And I think, well, I would like to congratulate to all of you for your practice and all the best for your future.
Thank you.
All right.